What is going on, guys? I am the White Guy, and today we've got quite a bit of a different video today. Well, I guess only sort of. This is an MX simulator video, but this is on the Daboot Superpark track, if you couldn't tell by the top right of the screen there, and this entire video is going to be me we're going to do the narration over this post-commentary, because, yeah, this video is, I've been hinting at this in the past. This video's been it's been a long time coming to get all these little things put together to have everything work, because, as you may have seen in the other MX Simulator Freestyle videos I've put up, it's kind of not the easiest thing in the world to make lots of neat things happen, and there's lots of crashing involved. So that being said, pretend there is no crashing involved whatsoever, and be amazed as I land everything in this on my first shot, because, yeah, that's definitely what's going on here. We're putting everything down first try, of course. That's how great we are at MX simulators. I thought that was just completely blatantly obvious. But anyway, this is supposed to be like one of those, I was thinking we are just going to do a video specifically on this track originally, but I was like, wait, if I try and do like fancy stuff with it, maybe people will like this more, because there's, everything gets landed, and there's lots of cool things that we made happen. So I'm going to need your feedback in the comments on this video, if you like this concept for, like, at least for these MX Simulator Freestyle type tracks. If I do more of these in the future, do you want me to do them live commentary as I do it, or would you rather have it be like this video where it's post commentary and everything gets landed and things just work out every single time, and takes some of the excitement might be taken away because you know everything's gonna work out. Definitely everything's gonna work out. Definitely. That didn't crash at all in this, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. We're gonna do a nice little stalled out backflip over that gap right there. And then I've never really been able to land anything on the quarter pipe until now, and I started fiddling around with the quarter pipe, and after a while we finally figured out how to start making some interesting things happen on quarter pipes in MX Simulator. Like I got some backflips going on down the quarter pipe that was kind of neat. We got some third-person shots of it there. I want to say we're rolling into a double front flip here, judging by the ramp in the fourth gear approach. Will I stick the landings? I know one of these has a bit of a weird landing. Nope, that one gets stuck down just absolutely perfectly. Throw a stop bean at the end for style points. And it looks like we're rolling into a third gear backflip right here. I would say, yep, that's a pretty simple backflip. I tried to double backflip some of these ramps, but you just can't get the pop off the ramp you need to double backflip it. Like at best, you get a single backflip. There's another stalled out backflip. And we can ride up that wall just a little bit, and I think we're rolling into a front flip here, I want to say. Judging by the approach, we might be going for a double front flip. Yes, we are going for another double front flip, but I believe this one's landing's a bit, extra style points on the landing there for that one. Let me know if you have a name for what you call that type of a landing right there, because I don't. Another interesting quarter pipe trick here, we're doing like a fakey 180 backflip to 50-50 stall on top of the half pipe right there. Is this another angle of it from first person? I believe this is not that. This is a interesting front flip 360 lander right there that we just did. A very, very difficult trick to pull off intentionally, of course. But this is all intentional tricks, of course. And again, we got another view of that little backside 180 fakey rock stall thing, majiggy bobber. I don't know what to call any of these, so if you have ideas in the comments, you may know better than I do. And I did discover if you tweak the gearing on the bike, you can do some jumps over that. Like, we've got a really nice late front flip over that, because you can apparently do that in MX Simulator. I didn't realize that huge gap was doable until after a while of futzing around with the gearing, but it is doable. If you gear the bike correctly and hit it just right, you can do it. And we just got a nice backflip over the quarter pipe there while I was talking about the huge gap. And let's do let's look at another quarter pipe flip. Yeah, one of these worked out really well. That was the one that worked out very well with the quarter pipe backflip. And then speaking of quarter pipe backflips, we've got a step down backflip from flat ground, a backflip off the flat there. Look at that one, nice dropping off the backflip. That was a neat thing I thought about for a while, and then realized I could actually do it, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And I think we're hucking another double front flip here over that jump. That's a good ramp for double front flips, and that was the first person view of that interesting little landing we got. I'm not entirely sure. I tried to do double backflips off that ramp, but I could not make any of them happen. That's another view of our barrel roll 360 front flip landing right there. It's, of course, very, very stylish for the extra points as we do stoppies and stuff. And I'm not entirely sure, but if you carve up that quarter pipe just right, you could make double backflips happen, but not regularly. And there's another front flip lander right there. But you can double backflip, but I just never was able to land a double backflip off the quarter pipe there. And there's another shot of the rock, the fakey 360 backside bike slide. I don't know what you want to call that. I tried to just hit this ramp straight up like you'd do a whip over it and land it, but I found that to be almost impossible, and it was easier, because I actually did make 2 or 3 of those little front flip landing things happen, and that seemed to be a lot easier than just actually doing a straight air whip off of it. And we've got a very nice and smooth backflip right there. That's probably the best jump I ever got off the quarter pipe before. Threw on a nice stoppie for style points. I want to say we just got a couple backflips we're rolling into right here. Let's check it out. Yep, there's a nice smooth one. Let's cut to the next angle. Yes, there we go. I tried to double backflip those ramps, but it's just not possible. But you can do backflips pretty easily over everything, and it's just a fun park to mess around with, because whenever you do make something crazy happen, it feels very satisfying. Like that backflip to front flip lander right there. I think we're taking another look at that, maybe? Or is this the really smooth one? No, that's the really smooth backflip that just went hands down perfectly. That was just flawless right there. I think we're going to be rolling into a front flip attempt, maybe? Nope, yeah, yes, no. Nope, we're doing a backflip over the huge gap. Which again, if you gear the bike just correctly, I discovered, you can just slam that gap perfectly and do backflips and front flips over it. Can't double backflip it, but you can double front flip it. And we got another view of the double front flip here, because I like the third person views in this game, because you can lose a sense of the scale of it very quickly without this. Like, just following behind the bike in third or on first person, you don't really realize the scale of some of these things in this game, which is just crazy, like how small the bike is compared to how big some of these jumps are. It's like watching something on TV. Like if you watch the X Games or something on TV, you don't realize how big some of the jumps they're doing are until you either see it in person or you like get a better view of it. But that's another late front flip, I believe, because you can kind of just air wheelie to late front flip pretty easily in this game. Want to say this is the same view that front flip again. Yep, there we go. And we'll float on over that. And I believe we have a backflip over that gap coming up now. Could be wrong, but I'm like 70-80% sure we're backflipping it this time. Yep, there we go. And again, that's just to kind of get an idea of how long that jump is. If that was real, that would be insane if anybody actually jumped that far doing a flip. I've got another quarter pipe trick. There we go. You can like sort of slide the backflip out to be fine right there. And I think double front flip. I think this is a smooth one. Yep, that double front flip was put down just perfectly. And I'm not entirely sure what we've got over this gap this time. This would be the late front flip again from a better view where you can actually see the entire thing. And then somewhere, I know we cut out to a different view of that. Yes, this is the view of it I liked, where you can see the whole jump in progress right there. I think that's kind of a neat view of it. And I do like the sim replay cameras for stuff like this. Let me know if you guys are interested, though, because again, videos like this are all going to come down to whether or not you like it in the comments, because this takes a lot more time to put together, because getting clips like this from Simulator takes a while to play the game and make it happen, and it takes a little bit more time to edit the videos, too. We've got another backflip to flat off of the quarter pipe there, or no, we're backflipping front flat by just looping out a wheelie over a ledge and landing on the quarter pipe's downside. And I believe we're coming into I want to call this a backflip the gap, or front flip the gap, I lied. No, double front flipping the gap. Now we're upping the ante a little bit more. Huge double front flip over that, just to make it a little bit more technically difficult than just doing a regular front flip over it. And I believe we're going to be rolling into some other tricks too, instead of just that one for this clip here. This is all the onboard first-person camera work here. I believe we're going to roll into a backflip up this. I could be wrong. Nope, we're going for a front flip. I lied. Completely lied. We're doing a front flip up. And there we go. You got to throttle control it just right to stay in control of the bike at all times. And we almost crashed here, which made me a little bit nervous, but because it's hard to do the double front flip if I crash and lose the gap. In fact, I wanted to get like all these clips in one run to kind of show I'm not just selectively picking highlights for everything. But I got nervous when I crashed there. But I think these longer clips like this are more impressive when it's not just cherry picking one thing after another. You can actually like do things consistently, which you can in this track. It's really not hard to backflip or front flip any of these ramps. It's just doing the double backflips or double front flips. Double backflips are about impossible, and double front flips take a lot more care with your throttle control and brake control to make sure you rotate it correctly and don't over jump it. But I want to say we're going to come around and take one more run at all these jumps. Oh, nope, my screen just shut off as I'm recording this video here, so that's interesting. I don't know, I think this is a kind of a neat video to be a little bit different than normal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're coming up to the end of this after this jump. I believe that's the last one. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have to leave it off here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff if you're new. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.